Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Oops, I gotta get a score up because it is 1-0 in the favor of Solar. And this is still a decider match. Nobody's on life is on the line just yet. And again, the winner of this goes out to fight against Crank. The loser falls to fight against Morrow. Spawning here in the top right corner of the map, it is Samsung Galaxy's red Zerg player Solar.
The bottom left as the blue Zerg, it's Goswser.
And yeah, so I mean, this I feel it's gonna be like a pretty one-sided series. I don't want to neg on Goswser too much here, but you know, you're coming up against like Solar, Korean Pro, DreamHack winner. It's not exactly shameful to lose to this guy, but at the same time, like, he could find himself out of the losers bracket. Let's say he takes out Morrow, then fights whoever in the finals. I mean, I would be astonished if it was Solar again. I love Crank to death, but I would be astonished if Solar wasn't the first one out of the group. I mean, he just comes into this group with so much more prowess, you know, and well, an earlier pool to boot.
Definitely agree. It's actually up in the air, I think, still about Crank and Morrow. Is really, like, that's probably going to be the losers match, or the decider match, rather, in my opinion.
Yeah. I've seen this brought up several times in chat, so I'll just address it real quick, guys. Rain actually got knocked out by Departure in our tournament. And Departure parting Jadong and Lena? No. I can't remember who the last person in that group was. We sent out the replay packs already to the subscribers, but the VODs are all available on Twitch. And the two Korean groups we had actually had some freaking amazing games. And I'd highly recommend them to anybody who wants to go check them out. They're highlighted under our Twitch page. Sadly, YouTube's giving us some issues, guys, that we're looking to resolve. But anyways, focusing on the game at hand, Solar actually didn't go for the gas behind. Oh, there a little bit later, but I really thought this was going to be 10-pull Banes. But instead, this is just like that kind of economic 10-pull. I see with a question mark, because it's going to really hinge on whether he takes the hatchery or not.
It looks to do a lot of damage, though. I think Goswser got a pretty greedy pool, maybe even like pool after gas.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's like really far away, whereas sometimes 10-pull Bane, or yeah, versus 10-pull Baneling, for instance, we actually see the spawning pool down, like up and to go already, even with a 15 hatch. But I think Goswser's definitely gonna lose this. If he pulls drones, that's gonna require some real finesse not to lose just like too many.
I've seen it happen before, but you're right. It will take like the most ultimate control of all time.
Oh, are you serious? He lets it finish? Oh, this is a big mistake, I feel.
Normally,
why? Like,
normally you're like, okay, this is fine because it's already finished and it buys time. This was like already dead at 90%. He should have canceled that.
I feel like there's no reason.
Yeah, if he drone stacks here in the main and minimize losses real quick, this should keep him alive as his lings start popping. With the drones on top of this too, like 10 lings to 6, Goswser should be able to take a fight, but taking a very awkward start to this engagement.
That was from the larva from the natural. I was like, where'd those two come from?
He really needs his drones in this. I guess he does take a good start to the fight, and these lings are alive. Barely, but they are alive. Speed comes out of him, and quite frankly, a response wouldn't be so bad. Now, keep in mind, Goswser losing the hatchery. That sucks, but he's not out of the game. He simply evened it up for Solar's early shenanigans here.
Yeah, Solar is ahead by 2 drones, but that's kind of that could be made up. Now Solar throws down his hatchery. I feel like Goswser is really waiting on that. What?
I know you made up as in like you can make it up the difference, but like you say made up, it's like 2 drones. Yeah, I totally believe they're real. Imaginary friends.
Yeah.
They're just made up.
Sure. Anyways, Goswser, he sees the third, or this natural be put down. He's got to either throw down his own natural right now or go for an all-in. Now he's like farther behind again because he didn't automatically react to his opponent. I guess the choice is to attack and then expand after that, but I think Solar's going to be able to defend any attack, and then he'll have a hatchery so much farther ahead.
Well, the nice thing is, no matter how good you are at this game, a good Baneling Connect can still bring you down. So Solar might be in an okay spot, but Goswser, both players with Banelings. Is Goswser really just gonna play defensive off this though? I mean, like, yo, I don't like that choice. I mean, they're both
right?
Again, the game's like really even, surprisingly enough. But I kind of felt like he had a little momentum going. It was a potential counterattack.
I just feel like if you were gonna expand, you could have done it a lot sooner. You know.
Yeah.
Instead of, well, I mean, I guess he was getting like his drones out, so it wasn't like he was producing army that he's not using. Those are the lings that he made originally. So I guess that is the case. But Solar, again, with a hatch much faster, is not really going to be paranoid about this attack. Like, even if it's a committed attack, which it's not from Goswser.
Where did these come from? He'll hold, but yo. Bailey's going off here on a couple lings. Not the greatest start to this. Almost, I think if he manually detonated that, it could have gone really well, but a little bit messy here for Goswser. I don't think he's going to get the kills he wants. Gets on top of the queen, might kill this. No, the Bailey's just... No, he'll actually kill the queen. No, no, no! 5 health, never mind. Just kidding. 2 shots shy of dead.
Mm-hmm. Now, otherwise, it is very even. Drones are transferred over here. I mean, they're even on drones. They're almost even on drones, and they're even on army. Solar goes to the lair, while Goswser goes for the Roach Warren. Now, with more lings coming out, I don't think he's afraid of Solar's attack, because Solar, like, he sees with the Overlord, like, no lings are on the way. He might be doing that all in.
It's scary, though, because of the timing of the game now. Like, the pacing early on, you're like, okay, catch him off guard, timings are screwed. This is not a proper wall-off either.
No, it is not.
It's not going to connect. Solar, meantime, though, you're right. He did go for the quicker lair, but we'll see if he can make use of this. Again, speed last game was really a big boon, especially coming across the map like that. But this time, Goswser's not really as down as he was before, whereas that is considered. In fact, he's the one making a lot of roaches right now. And well, speed be damned. Look at our speed if you only got 3 roaches.
Right, I think it is going to be that all in. I really don't think it's going to be powerful as Vortexes, though. It's not going to be scouted necessarily. Well, that was kind of a scout, right? You see how low the drones are in the natural. It's kind of a hard tell, but Solar's kind of that good that he probably figured it out. So he's not going to, if there's one drone, that's it. Then nothing but roaches, and I think that's going to be okay to defend.
Well, can I say this right now? 11-3. I don't know. You say it's gonna be okay to defend. I'm a little bit worried here. I mean, like, it's Solar and I got faith and all that, but still, the numbers are a little bit better here for Goswser. Just looking at it. Again, that wall's not like even a full wall. It's so awkward.
Lots of banelings. Oh wow, there's no banelings for Solar to actually take these out.
Oh, there's two.
There's 5.
Oh, but you know what? He might accidentally get the Roach Warren, and I say accidentally, really like lightly here. If he does finish this stuff the back way because of the broodlings, but now Solar can no longer produce roaches. If Goswser just backs up and takes a breath, like, I think he'll pull ahead in a big way. Like, he's still got a sizable force to fight with here, but with queens, it might just be a little too much for Solar in the defense.
Yeah, I think Solar's actually in a pretty good position right here. I remember that he's ahead by 9 drones right now, and he's also ahead on that lair timing.
Goswser, I think, should have really backed up after killing that Roach Warren. I think if he had just rallied and collected his roaches, he would have come back with a much, much bigger number.
Maybe. It's always hard to say because his drone count wasn't that high. It wasn't like he was banking a lot of modes behind it and he suddenly made 15 drones because he didn't back up. He's
also sitting on spines right now, so he's going to defensive mode. And that's okay. I like this actually run across the map. He was hoping that Solar doesn't have a third, and if he did, he would cancel it, but it's actually not the case, so these lings end up just being wickedly out of position.
Buy time, though. He needs those spine crawlers. He needs more units. He's trying to drone up to catch up to Solar, but Solar is also droning up, mind you. So 40-26, still at a very big deficit.
Well, that time buying is officially over. Solar coming across the map now with quite a few roaches. 9 is not exactly devastating, and I think the 2 spines actually might just barely be enough with production, especially being land a transfuser too, but still a bit of an awkward situation for Goswser to be in. Fighting for his life at this point too. He's down on army supply in a big way. Upgrades in the favor of Solar. Mutalisks are kind of, I feel, this like real pray to God it works move. It's just the Spire's so late for what this game is.
13-minute Spire. Yeah. I mean, Solar isn't scouting though, so he might, be a little surprised by this. The problem is that like 6-8 mutas, they really don't deal that much damage to a drone line that fast. The ball rolling usually doesn't really start. Spores finish too quickly. You can, put them down like 5 at a time, and one of them will eventually get up, and that's really all you need. And of course, they reveal themselves on the Overlords first.
Freaking people trying to make a drinking game in chat tonight. We've had these before. I think like the new ones though, like every time I say granted or noted, take a drink, right? When Zombie clears her throat, that's gotta be another one. Shuts me down on a joke, or when I try to make a joke. So double shots.
I feel like I've been making more jokes this last cast than you.
I feel like casting with you is a joke.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Oh, damn.
Too slow.
Oh no.
Should have got metabolic boost. There you go.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
Take a double. All right, the Spike Cores, sadly, are not going to be enough to hold this. The other one's coming down were a nice move, but Solar just gets on top. This he pounces. That's the kill. GG. Solar will take the series 2-0.